The Houston Rockets now have both of the favorites to win Sixth Man of the Year coming off their bench as they acquire guard Lou Williams from the Los Angeles Lakers for Corey Brewer and the 2017 first-round draft pick. Of course, this trade came out just about an hour or so after the Lakers named Magic Johnson their new president of basketball operations, but we'll touch a bit on that later. First, let's talk about how Lou Williams is an amazing fit for the Houston Rockets and question why no other teams got him. Let's start with the questioning. How did the Houston Rockets get Lou Williams and no other team did? Now, Lou Williams is a sixth man veteran. He knows exactly what his role is in the NBA, and he's one of the best at his role in the NBA. His job is to come into the game and provide immediate offense, and so far he's giving you around 18 points per game. On top of that, his contract is extremely cheap. I think he's only making like $7 million a year. And keep in mind, you have players like Mozgov who are making double that, even though Lou is probably providing more than triple the production of Mozgov. But the reason that shocks me the most is that he wound up on Houston. Now, of course, Houston would be interested. I mean, he fits their score, and score more philosophy to the T. It's just that their first round pick is one of the least valuable in the NBA, as I'm pretty sure they will finish with at least a top 4, if not top 3 record in the NBA this season, meaning that the first round draft pick might as well be a second round draft pick since their pick will be like 27th or 26th. Whereas if you look at the Washington Wizards or the Utah Jazz, who are both interested in Lou Williams, while of course they're both going to be playoff teams, their picks will fall lower, like the mid 20s. And why wouldn't you want, let's say, the 22nd or 23rd pick instead of the 26th or 27th if you're the Lakers? I know for a fact that they weren't thinking to themselves, well, yeah, we also gonna get Corey Brewer from Houston, so yeah, take that one because we could use Corey Brewer. Man, don't nobody care about Corey Brewer. And this is the part where I believe it ties into Magic Johnson becoming the president of basketball operations and Mitch Kupchak being relieved of his duties as the general manager for the Lakers. Here's what I think went down. So everyone knew that Lou needed to go. It's nothing personal. It's just that he is kind of single-handedly too good for what the Lakers are trying to accomplish, which is finish with the worst record possible so they can try to keep their draft pick since they have to land within a top 3 pick to keep it. And people were saying, well, take a first round draft pick for him. Every single playoff team will do that trade. It was a trade that should have been quick and painless. And as the trade deadline drew closer and closer, it was kind of like, well, what are you waiting for? This doesn't need to be a long drawn out process. Just get it done before you mess around and not get it done at all and screw the Lakers out of a pick this year. And then still, nothing happened. And then you had other teams like Utah or Washington who were interested back out a bit and start to pursue other options. You hear about Utah trying to reunite with Darren Williams and Washington looking at Shabazz Muhammad from Minnesota. And then the Lakers brass eventually was like, you know what, Mitch? You're out. Magic, you're in. We can't sit here and let this Mitch guy be on games like this anymore. Magic then took over, and really all that was left on the table was Houston, and here we are. And I think this Lou Williams thing was just the final straw for the Lakers when it came to making the decision to hire Magic Johnson as their president of basketball operations. So if your favorite team was rumored to be interested in Lou Williams, and you're wondering why Houston got him over your teams, that's most likely why. Really, just about everyone whose favorite team is in the playoff race, or if you're a Lakers fan, you can blame Mitch. If you're a Rockets fan, however, you can thank Mitch. And now let's take a real quick look at the Rockets though. I say real quick because there isn't much to say. Like I said earlier, this was really a no-brainer for them. They now have both of the leading candidates for Sixth Man of the Year and arguably one of, if not the best bench in the NBA at the moment. And some people, when it came out that Williams was most likely going to be traded and I listed Houston as a possible destination, questioned the fit, saying things like, why would Houston want Williams when they already have Eric Gordon? Well, to that I say this. What does the fact that they already have Eric Gordon have to do with the fact that they can get Lou Williams? Why did New Orleans want DeMarcus Cousins when they already had Anthony Davis? Why did Golden State want Kevin Durant when they already had Steph Curry and Klay Thompson? You can never have too much firepower. Imagine other team second units trying to contain Eric Gordon and Lou Williams, on top of that still having to deal with Sam Dekker and Montrezl Harrell, both of which who are having solid seasons as well for Houston off the bench. It's all about depth at this point for Houston, and anytime you can add to your depth by adding someone like Lou Williams who symbolizes everything your team stands for, then you add that player. Excellent pickup for Houston. And that's about it for the news. Nothing too big really came out yesterday. I mentioned briefly that the Wizards are looking at Shabazz Muhammad and the Jazz are looking at Darren Williams. Both will be solid pickups for both teams. But like I said the day before Cousins got traded, it's always quiet right before the storm. Tomorrow's the trade deadline and it often gets pretty crazy. That being said, I think I'm gonna try and do a live stream tomorrow to follow all of the action, since I think it'll be nearly impossible to try and make a video before the deadline passes. So yeah, I will probably stream, and then when it's over, I'll make a recap video of everything that happened. So make sure you turn on notifications so you can get notified when I go live. Until then though, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you haven't already for more daily NBA videos, and keep getting the buckets, Team SDC. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace!